Hi guys, welcome back to Stopgap Dance Company's replay channel, and today we have some fitness for you. So I'm Christian, and I have Cherie, Chris and Hannah with me today. It's very important to note that it's good if you're doing regular exercise classes and you have a good sound knowledge of your body before you attempt this. So today we're going to do 4 exercises and we're going to do them Tabata style, which basically means that you're going to work for 20 seconds, you're going to rest for 10, then you're going to repeat a certain amount of times before we move on to the next exercise. Something really useful for your workout is to have either a watch or a stopwatch, or you can get an interval timer app, for example, on an iPad. And basically what this will do is just make sure that you can keep track of your workout. You know, it can look something like this, and it will gauge, your sets and your reps. And it's just really good so you don't have to worry about it actually during your workout. So today we're going to do 4 sets of each exercise. And it's really good that you can progress this quite easily because you can just add more exercises and more sets as you get stronger. So now I'm going to go through each exercise separately, and I will give you many options depending on your fitness level. Just as a side note, it's very important that you warm up well before you do this and to have a bottle of water to hand because we're going to get very sweaty. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so the first exercise we're going to do, I'm going to call it lunging quarters, okay? So you're going to find a neutral position, and you can start on any side because we're going to work both sides in between sets. And you're going to lunge forwards, making sure that your torso is upright. Then you're going to push, come to the side, good contact with the ground. Push again. Come behind. You want to have a good wide stance here. Really press the feet into the ground. Then you're going to again push and then cross body. So we encourage a cross body connection. This one is quite difficult to keep your torso upright, but that's what we're aiming for. Then you're going to come back to the center. So that's the first option. There are many other options for this. When you lunge, you can then come back to a central position. This is either easier or harder, depending on how you want to do it, but it makes sure that you always come back to a point of balance before you go to the next movement, which is very helpful. Okay, Hannah, can you just show me the first lunge? Brilliant. You see now here, Hannah's knees are over her toes. We encourage really good alignment here, and also that her heel is coming up towards the ceiling. So anytime this position happens, this is what you're aiming for. And also you see how her torso is very upright. This is the good form for this one. Just one more note about the side one. You want to have as much of your foot in contact with the floor as possible so you feel very strong when you come back to a central position. Brilliant. So, exercise number 2. We have a calf raise, but this time we're going to do it on one side. And Hannah is going to use a chair as a balance aid for this exercise. Okay? So we're going to find a side, and this will be your working side. The non-working side, you're going to bring in and try and squeeze it towards the midline of your body. Your arms you can use however you want to help stabilize. Now from this point, you're going to press into the ground and try and rise up onto the pad of your foot. Now balance is very hard at this point, but through this exercise, I would like to encourage dynamic stability in your ankle. And it is absolutely fine to tap the floor with your toe if you're feeling very wobbly. It's absolutely fine. Then you can find your balance again as soon as you can. So for this one, Chris, can you go on to your single side balance for me, please? Just from here, yeah? See now Chris is already working his ankle here, so this can be the initial stage. And you see he's using his arms back here to keep his body nice and strong and upright, but he's still working very hard in his ankle here as well. Cherie, can you just go for the main version for me, please? So you see how Cherie, she's encouraging a connection with her center as well. You see how she always refines her balance. And she has her arm, which makes her really stable. So she has, she's widening the surface area of her body there. And then Hannah, when she has her hand on here, you can see that it allows her to work on her balance, but also she has a lot of strength in the back of her leg, which is what we're after for this exercise. Brilliant, thank you guys. So, exercise number 3, we're going to call these a Superman plank. And again, there are many options for this exercise. So, the full version, we're going to come down into a plank position. Now, the idea of this exercise is a cross-body connection. So you're going to lift one arm and one leg at the same time, and then lower down to center. Then we repeat the other side. As you can see, it's a very hard exercise. So the idea is that you're going to try and keep your shoulders and your hips as stable as you possibly can throughout this exercise. So, I just want to look at Chris's version. So Chris, can you go into the plank for me? That's it, perfect. And you see how Chris is sucking in his center here, so he's very strong and stable, and he's going to lift one limb at a time. You see how here, he keeps his shoulder as stable as possible. It's very good. And then he'll go for his lower body as well. Brilliant. See how his shoulder girdle is very strong. He's very poised there. It's very good. Thank you, Chris. And now Hannah's version, she's going to be on her knees, but she's going to find the cross-body connection with that there. This is very nice. And then she'll lower down, and she's very stable here, which is great. Can you do the other side for me, Anne? That's really good. Very, very nice. Cherie, can you go to the main version for me? So now here's Cherie also, she's not locking her elbows, which is really important as well. And actually her body is not moving much at all, which is brilliant here. She's very stable. Can you do the other side? Yes, brilliant. The good shoulder stability, excellent. So this exercise is a massive challenge. The reps are not important. What is important in this is that you are strong in your center and you really encourage length through from your fingertips to the tips of your toes as well. Brilliant, okay. So, exercise 4 and the final exercise. Again, you are going to find your plank position. For this, the main version, we're just going to go through that first. You do a little shift to the side. Then explosively, you're going to come into a squat and find a nice long line here between your head and your tail. You're going to replant your hands, come back to your plank position, and then we're going to go to the other side. Boom, ba, in, boom. We try and stay soft. Very good. Okay, Chris, can you show me your version, please? So Chris is in his plank, and he's literally just going to walk his feet in. Boom, boom. And here, see how he's got this really nice long line from the base of his spine to his head, and then he goes back out to plank nice and strong. Perfect, Chris. Brilliant. Very nice. And can you show me your version? So Anne here, she goes to one side, and she's going to bring her legs in one at a time. And again, she finds this nice long line. She holds this, plants into the floor, and then she goes back to her plank. And just one more time, the other side. So she's going to shift. She's planting, she comes in, strong in the center, strong in the legs, and back out. Perfect. Cherie, can you go for the main version for me? So Cherie's in a nice strong plank. She shifts to the side, and explosively she comes in. And see how as soon as she comes in, her back is up straight away, and she's strong in her center. This is what we're after here. One more time on the other side. And boom, it's explosive. Yeah? You come in and you replace your hands. Very nice. Thank you very much. Okay. So, these are the 4 exercises that we are going to do. Okay guys, so now we're going to get on with the workout. I'm going to use this interval timer. So I'm going to press start, and then you've got 10 seconds to prepare yourself, and then we're going to go with the first exercise. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
Starting session.
Here we go. So lunges. Here we go. try and keep the torso nice and upright as much as we can. Nice, have a little shake out, stretch if you need, can be useful. Cool. Other side. We plant the feet into the ground. Brilliant. Again, shake if you need. It's all about you having a little bit of rest now. Here we go. First side again. Nice and strong. Brilliant. One more time on the other side. Here we go. Just remember to breathe. Okay, first exercise done. Now we're going to move on to the second exercise, which is our calf raises. We have 10 seconds to prepare. Psych ourselves up. We get ready. Here we go. Again, reps aren't important here. It's more about the stability. Other side. And this is a good one to have a little shake out here. There's a lot of work for the calves. Other side, here we go. Just squeeze into that midline. You press, boom, nice and strong. We have another little shake, guys. We're going to do the other side one more time. Here we go. Great stuff, guys. Moving on to the third exercise now, the Superman plank. So again, we have 10 seconds to prepare ourselves. We come down. Find your plank. Quite nice to do some wrist circles or anything just to stretch out the wrists between sets. Go again. Again, speed, not important here. It's more about the stability. Here we go. One more set. Again, if you need to, a few wrist circles. Here we go. Nice, guys. So now moving on to the final exercise, which is our sumo squat. So have 10 seconds just to prepare. Here we go. Again, look after your wrists while we do this one. And again. Two more sets, guys. Here we go. Last set. Again, a little shake out. Last set, here we go, guys. Again, just last little mobilize. Okay guys, so that was the workout. Remember, it's really important to drink water, and also once you've finished, really cool down the body, stretch out, and do whatever you need.